Russian participation suspension 2014. On 24 March 2014, the G7 members cancelled the planned G8 summit that was held in June that year in the Russian city of Sochi and suspended Russian membership of the group due to Russia's annexation of Crimea. Nevertheless, the stopped short of the outright permanent expulsion. Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov downplayed the importance of the decision by the US and its allies and pointed out the major international decisions were made by the G20 countries. Later on, the Italian Foreign Affairs Minister Federica Mogherini and the other Italian authorities, along with the East-West Initiative's board member Wolfgang Ischinger, suggested that Russia may restore its membership in the group. In April 2015, the German Foreign Minister Frank-Walter Steinmeier said that Russia would be welcome to return to G8 provided the Minsk Protocol was implemented. In 2016, he added that none of the major international conflicts can be solved without Russia, and the G7 countries will consider Russia return to the group in 2017. The same year, Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe called for Russia return to G8, stating that Russia involvement is crucial to tracking multiple crises in the Middle East. In January 2017, the Italian Foreign Minister Angelo Alfano said that Italy hopes for resuming the G8 format with Russia and ending the atmosphere of the Cold War. On 13 January 2017, Russia announced that it would permanently leave the G8 grouping. Nonetheless, Christian Lindner, and the leader of the Free Democratic Party of Germany and the member of the Bundestag, said that Putin should be asked to join the table of the G7 so that one could talk with him and not about him. We cannot make all things dependent on the situation in Crimea. In April 2018, the German politician and member of the Bundestag Sarah Wagenknecht and the Alexander Graf Limbersdorf said that Russia should be invited back to the group and attend the 2018 summit in Canada. Russia should again be at the table during the summit at the latest, because peace in Europe and also in the Middle East is only possible with Russia. The President of the US, Donald Trump, also stated that Russia should be returned to G8. His appeal was supported by the Italian Prime Minister Giuseppe Conte. Later, the four European Union members of G7, Canada, Japan, anywhere did not agree about it. After several G7 members quickly rejected US President Trump's suggestion to accept again Russia Federation in the G8, Russian Foreign Minister Lavrov said Russian Federation isn't interested to rejoin the political forum G8. He also said that G20 is sufficient for Russian Federation. In the final statement of 2018 Canada meeting, the G7 members announced to continue sanction and also to be ready to take further restrictive measures against the Russian Federation for the failure of the Minsk Agreement complete implementation. Structure and activities. Leader of G8 on 18 June 2013 in Lough Erne, Northern Ireland, United Kingdom. By design, the G8 deliberately lacked an administrative structure like those for international organizations such as the United Nations or the World Bank. The group does not have a permanent secretariat or office for its member. Presidency of the group rotates annually among member countries, with each new term beginning on 1st January of the year. The rotation order is France, the United States and the United Kingdom, Russia, Germany, Japan, Italy and Canada. The country holding the presidency is responsible for planning and hosting a series of ministerial level meetings leading up to the mid-year summit attended by the heads of government. The President of the European Commission participates as an equal in all summit events. The ministerial meeting bring together ministerial responsibilities for various portfolios to discuss issues of mutual or global concern. The range of topics include healthy law enforcement, labor, economics, social development, energy enforcement, foreign affairs, justice, and interior terrorism, and trade. There are also separate set of meetings known as the G8 plus 5 created during the 2005 Clean Angles Scotland Summit that is attended by the finance and energy ministers from all 8 members countries in addition to the 5 outreach countries which are also known as the Group of 5: Brazil, People of Republic of China, India, Mexico, and South Africa. In June 2005, Justice Minister and Interior Minister from the G8 countries agreed to launch an international database on pedophiles. The G8 officials also agreed to pool data on terrorism subjected to the restriction by privacy and security laws in individual countries.